This is the Chevron Richmond refinery fire case study. This fire happened in Richmond, California on August 6th, 2012. An overview. On August 6, 2012, a carbon steel pipe ruptured at Chevron's refinery crude unit in Richmond, California. The rupture released a large volume of hydrocarbon liquid that immediately vaporized. 19 workers barely escaped before the vapor ignited and caused a massive fire. The CSB investigation determined that the rupture occurred due to severe corrosion in the carbon steel pipes. The refinery had knowledge of the corrosion but had failed to act on it, and no formal damage mechanism hazard review was conducted. This incident highlights the failure of mechanical integrity and management of change, which are two key OSHA process safety management, or PSM, elements. The different OSHA PSM elements include employee participation, process safety information, process hazard analysis, or PHA, operating procedures, training, contractors, pre-startup review, mechanical integrity, hot work permit, management of change, incident investigation, emergency planning and response, compliance audits, and trade secrets. The root cause of this fire at Chevron in Richmond were both mechanical integrity and management of change. The mechanical integrity failure. Mechanical integrity ensures that the process equipment is maintained to prevent failure. The carbon steel pipe had failed due to sulfidation corrosion, a well-known damage mechanism in high sulfur environments. Pipe inspections did not detect the wall thinning, and replacement recommendations were ignored. The CSB they recommended improved inspection methods, an increase in monitoring frequency, and applying a corrosion-resistant materials. Management of change failure. Management of change requires that changes to processes, equipments, or materials be formally reviewed to assess safety impacts. Chevron failed to conduct a formal damage mechanism hazard review before maintaining or replacing the pipe. Despite the awareness of the corrosion risk, no design change was implemented to prevent pipe failure. CSB recommendation: integrate hazard reviews into management of change procedures and consider safe designs. When it comes to a proper change of management process, you first request for the change. Next, you would do impact analysis. They would approve or deny it. You would implement the change, and then you would review the reporting. Chevron had failed to do any of this. They didn't even start up the process and never requested for a change for them to be able to go through this process. Lessons learned for the industry: implement a proactive corrosion management for high-risk pipes, conduct damage mechanism hazard reviews for process equipment, adopt inherently safer designs when replacing or modifying equipment, strengthen inspection and monitoring procedures, ensure that management of change procedures are followed and documented, and involve workers and safety personnel in hazard reviews. Overall conclusion: the Chevron Richmond fire shows that failed mechanical integrity and management of change can lead to catastrophic accidents. Effective PSM implementation requires inspections, monitoring, hazard reviews, and the use of safer materials. CSB recommendations highlight the steps for industry to prevent similar incidents. And these are my references.